Hello and welcome back. I'm that Jag girl, and today is day 12, day 12 of 30. Today, we're going to talk about separating your monthly expenses into three different lists. We're going to separate them into your love list, your like list, and your leave list. Three different lists. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Let's get into it.
Let's talk needs versus wants, because this is a huge cause of clutter. We walk around saying we need stuff all the time. I need a new pair of jeans. I need a new pair of flip-flops. I need a new whatever it is. But most of the time, we don't need more stuff. We just want it, which is okay. But if you can change your languaging around that, instead of walking in and saying, oh, I need this thing that's on sale, say, I want it. Because when you want it and you acknowledge that it's just a want, it doesn't have the same kind of hold on you when you tell yourself it's a need. Next time you're out shopping or looking online or scrolling through Instagram late at night, remember, most of the time it's a want, not a need.
Yosti,
My name is Justina.
can you explain for me what need and want?
Again,
Mm-hmm.
the third time. I'm not gonna do it again. A need is something you must have to live your life. A want is something you would like to have but can't live without.
Can you give me an example for need?
Need is something that you can live, that you have to live with. Is like water, clothes, bed, house, food.
Okay. How about wants?
Is like electronic, ice cream, and candy, soda. And
So when you have a very few money and maybe you want to save some, what do you want to do first?
need to get first. If you have your needs already, then you can go to your wants. But if you don't have your needs, then get your needs first.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Now, if I could just read something to you about these lists that we're creating. Creating these three lists, the love list, the like list, and the leave list, it forces you to think about what you can live with, and it forces you to think about what you can live without. Essentially, your wants versus your needs. Three lists, right? Just get a piece of paper. You could put it on your vision board. You can put it on the back of your calendar, the calendar that you created last week to help you determine your bills, when you're going to pay them, when they're due, that strategy of making sure that you're paying things on time. Create three lists, and each of them speak for themselves. So let's just say you have an expense that's not an expense that would affect your day-to-day lifestyle. Okay, so we know that we have to buy food. We know that we have to buy, you have to pay for housing, if you live alone, or your share of housing, if you have a particular car payment, and you absolutely need a car in order to get yourself back and forth wherever you have to go, your family members and things of that nature. But let's just say, during your journey, this creating a budget journey, the journey to saving and paying off more. Through this journey, you've realized you have this really expensive car payment. You could absolutely trade that car in, or you could sell it, for a lesser payment. Extra money that could be added back to your pocket. Extra money that's added back to your pocket. And then once it's added back to your pocket, you can pay off more debts. You can save more. You can put yourself in a better financial picture. So let's just say, to start off, that was on your love list. Let's just say you have that same situation. You have this car. You realize that you're paying a high interest rate. You realize that the term is way too long. You could get a cheaper car, one that's the interest rate is better. one that the monthly payment is lower, you move that to your like list. Okay, so you just like it. You don't love it, right? You don't love it, you just like it. What will you do about it? Will you move that over to your leave list? Like, absolutely not. I'm not trading in my car. I love my car. I'm fine with the payment. I'm fine with the term. I would rather replace something else rather than replacing my car. So that's now on the leave list. But after you make those 3 lists, take a look at those 3 lists and figure out what is on the love list that maybe you just like it and you can replace it with something that's a little less, or maybe something that's on the like list that you can just take off the list altogether and you can replace it with something else. The leave list, absolutely non-negotiable. You're not replacing that with anything. You're going to stick with that payment. You're going to stick with that particular debt because it's here to stay until it's paid off. You can do the same thing. Now, that's an example for a car, but you can do something similar with where you're living. Let's just say you're a renter. You know, you live in a house or an apartment and you know that you're paying too much. You feel it that you're paying too much. You're driving by, or you have another area in your city, you know, where housing is much cheaper, much less. You know, the expenses, your expenses will go down if you moved across town, maybe into like the suburban area, not maybe in the city where you're living now. And again, I'm just using all of this as an example. But how much money would you save if that rental property, that apartment, or that single family home or that townhome that you're currently living in, if it's in the love or the like column and not in the leave column or not on the leave list? The leave list is non-negotiable. You're not changing it. You're not getting rid of it. You'll just have this debt forever. So let's just say if you did change your housing or your home situation and you save extra money. While you're saving that extra money, just think of all of the things that you could apply that savings to. You could pay off that bad debt. You could add to your emergency fund. You can add to your savings account. You can just make a buffer so that you're living a little freer, right? That you're feeling better about the money that you're saving. So all of this, just something to think about. Now, I could give you another example with your wants versus your needs. Now, when it comes to clothing, you know, that's a completely different topic. We're in the summer months right now, right? So these videos are being recorded in the summer months. But in the winter months, when it's time to buy those winter boots, or when it's time to purchase that winter coat, you know, by then we would have created a plan. This becomes a habit. Our budgeting, our thought process is different as far as the way we shop, how often we shop, things of that nature. Again, wants versus the needs. But when you look at those winter clothes, for you, for your family members, for your kids, wants versus needs. Do you buy the really expensive, extravagant coat, or do you buy something that's a little more budget friendly? If you live in an area where you get snow, if you want to purchase those really expensive snow boots, or do you buy something that's a little more budget friendly, a little more cost effective? Again, your wants versus your needs. So the list that you're creating, you can apply those lists to every facet of your life. The examples of where you live, the examples of what kind of car you buy, the examples of where you purchase your food and where you go grocery shopping, the examples of clothing. So all of those are great examples of our wants versus our needs. And then just create that list. Those lists, the love list, the like list, and then the leave list or non-negotiable list. Share it with your accountability partner. Review it with your accountability partner. Ask that partner what they think about the list that you've created. You know, it doesn't have to be your entire life that's listed on those 3 different lists, but it can absolutely give you a better idea as to things that you can change changing your budget, how you're spending, your monthly spending, your seasonal spending, your annual spending, things of that nature, right? So all of these are just ideas as to how you can better prepare, for this season and the next season. As always, I thank you. We've gone over a lot of great information. I thank you for watching until the end. Your wants versus your need, your 3 different lists. I'd love to hear more about them. Comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are. I could be absolutely crazy. I could be, but I think that this information is absolutely viable when it comes to creating a journey so that it's something that you can stick with. Again, something that can be applied to your SMART plan. So I do appreciate you watching until the end. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.